What's the word? What's the deal? What's the deal? What's going on? What's up? Crypto thoughts. I got nothing to say. All that rhetoric I be spewing. All that rhetoric I spew. And I have nothing to say. It is what it is. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Crypto. What we gonna talk about? Is this even working? Real life. In a real life. Yo, check this out. Check this out, right? Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. The recovery of Bitcoin. Well, check this out. Kenny W, what's up? I mean, if you're into fiat, that's your motivation as far as fiat goes. And you bought Bitcoin when it was almost at 13K or so in spring. As far as fiat goes, you're taking a serious cut. But Satoshi equals one Satoshi. One Bitcoin equals one Bitcoin. That's why, that's part of the discipline factor. That's where we have to now hold on to our britches and say, yo, listen, what am I in this for? What am I in the crypto space for? Is it about making money? Is it about participating in the transference of wealth from the wealthy to the those who are not so wealthy? How are you going to do that? How are you going to do that? The market is red overall, but for some, this is an opportunity to jump and buy. It's an opportunity to jump and buy. Get it while the getting is good, right? If you have the ability, why not? It's not financial advice. It's just it's a sport, man. Crypto is a sport. It's a sport. I don't know what the numbers are today. I don't know how the market is looking. But I think it reached below 7,000 BTC. Reached below 7,000, I think. So I don't know what it's looking like right now, and I can't look because I'm streaming on my phone and stuff. So it is what it is, If you're a hodler, you're looking good. If you're a hodler and you're in it for the long term, more power to you. But some people don't like to hodl. They want their BTC to do something. That meme with that figure with the stick pushing BTC. Do something. That's what some people do. They invest, gamble, do whatever it is that they do. Trade, leverage trade, however. Arbitraging trades and stuff like that. Arbitraging has become like a curse for some people. Arbitrage. Woo! What a name. What a word. Just like lending, the lending curse. So, it's and that's why predictions don't work. When people try to predict and analyze certain things. I mean, technical analysis has its purpose. I'm not a technical analysis type of person, but I respect it. I just don't go by it because at the beginning or the middle of this year, when Bitcoin went up to 12, 13K, people were thinking all kinds of lofty things. We're saying that by the end of this year it's going to reach 20 to 50K by November. Here we are, we're approaching the end of November, Thanksgiving and everything, and we see what that looks like. So, but crypto's, it's unpredictable. Crypto's unpredictable. At any point it could skyrocket, or at any point it can go the exact opposite direction. So, yeah, man. It's about expanding though, man. It's about expanding awareness, expanding, doing different things and thinking big, thinking outside the box. Because that's what crypto did. It introduced this whole new way of just transacting with one another, peer-to-peer, this financial paradigm shift that's taken place thanks to the cryptocurrency market. That's incredible. We're talking about the fourth industrial revolution as far as technology goes, as far as cryptography goes, as far as cryptocurrency goes. What role are we playing in this, or are we not going to play? When the internet hit, I guess the internet, they say, is 30 years or 40 years old, or however. But when AOL first hit, that was the thing. And many people were afraid of it. Initially, including myself. Traditional person, man. I'm old school. But I wish I had when Google just, went public, I wish I bought some Google stock. I wish I bought some Apple stock. I wish I bought some Amazon stock. But this was before cryptocurrency. And of course, 2009, 2010, who now wouldn't have wished they had some Bitcoin at a super, super, super cheap price as far as fiat is concerned? Who wouldn't have wanted to have some coin, some BTC? A lot of people in the crypto space, were so confident during the ICO stage. They were confident. I mean, they, making their own, not only predictions, but picks and saying, get into this ICO, get into that ICO. Ethereum was booming. A lot of these projects fell flat, man. Flat. Debitum. This guy, Cliff High, gave like glowing remarks for Debitum. The same for this other project called Pillar. The same for this other project, even though it did do well for a little bit, but then it tanked. Veritasium, Populous. These tokens, man, these projects are now like, you don't hear much about them. There's not much news, There's not much news about these projects. But, at the time, it was just like, woo, you had your Ethereum on deck. You were watching the timer and made sure that you press send or okay or whatever it was at the time the project officially launched, just so that you can be in the game. Yeah. In some cases we missed the boat. Some of us caught the boat though, Salute to those people that caught that boat. A lot of us missed it. A lot of us did get in, but we didn't do the stuff right, We didn't secure our funds properly, or we let our emotions get the best of us and we just sold when we shouldn't have sold. We should have held or whatever. This is the whole thing about crypto. It's just, man, it's you, your wherewithal, and the tokens, or and the crypto. So that's what we're doing. That's what it is. I don't listen to Cliff High anymore, not for any particular reason. It's just, ever since 2018 with the bear market, I stopped listening to a lot of people. Cliff High was part of like the Three Amigos with Bix and Snip, Jay Snip. Those guys are entertaining too. I used to be subscribed to them and listen to their views. They're, you know, a lot of them are also gold and silver bugs and stuff like that. I wasn't. After I saw how things change, especially after Debitum, I said, nah, I'm good. I'm good. You did, you know, I did my fair share of due diligence for myself. And nope, didn't work out. Another guy, another gentleman who was Bellina, Ian Bellina, who, you know, he put out a spreadsheet every so often about projects that he was in, and he was winning. He was winning. You know, this spreadsheet, you know, with his own formula, his own formulaic spreadsheet or layout of what projects he liked, and he gave his take on stuff. Yeah, I remember Zilliqa. Zilliqa was up there, a blockchain that was, you know, supposed to deal with sharding and supposed to be like a serious contender in the dApp space. I don't hear much about Zilliqa now. I know they got this unstoppable domain thing going on, .zil. Unstoppable domains where you can create your own domain and, you know, it's yours forever. It can never be taken from you. Anything you have your title of your project and you put .zil. Another blockchain that Ian Bellina. Why I say Ian Shalina? That's crazy. But Ian Bellina also talked about Zebi, this blockchain that was it was created in Singapore, but for the purposes of helping the people of India record their information on their blockchain where it's unhackable. You know, when you talk about land records and hospital records and law enforcement records on their blockchain, you know, and it seemed like, you know, you had a leader there who was from Silicon Valley, and it seemed very promising, but it's not going anywhere. You don't hear about them a lot now. I mean, and in the background, they're still doing things, but it's not because, I guess, of the sentiment of the market. And India is going through their own cryptocurrency struggles anyway, because the government is against cryptocurrency. You know, they still haven't decided the difference between, or if they're going to accept cryptocurrency versus utility tokens, for example. You know, that's part of the fight with India. But the project seemed very, very noble as far as Zebi is concerned. Went out the window. But one thing, as I'm talking, freestyling, Ian Bellina, he had gotten hacked. Allegedly, he got hacked because he would not only show his spreadsheets of all the cryptocurrency projects that he liked, but he also would show his blockfolio. And somehow, some way, someone was able, or whoever was able, to allegedly hack millions of dollars worth of crypto from his blockfolio. And that just changed a lot for him, you know. And this is why I've always said, and I never understood why people would brandish or display their dashboard, their wallets, their blockfolio on the internet. I never understood why that would happen. Never understood it. Because when you see and hear about stories of people getting their crypto hacked and stolen from them, that's already a sign right there. It's telling that, you know, stop doing that. I don't think he shows his blockfolio anymore. And two other characters who had their crypto BTC on Exodus, an Exodus wallet would just show it, and they supposedly or allegedly also got hacked. You know, who knows? Some say, and I'm not saying that's what the agenda was, but some say that, you know, they're trying to possibly like evade, be somewhat evasive or subversive, you know, from authorities, you know, say, listen, I don't have nothing, so that they could avoid doing things. like, i.e., paying taxes. Who knows? Who knows? But I just wanted to come up, jump on this live and do what it do. Enough with the negativity. Enough with that. Enough with that. The space is riddled with negativity, man. It's just, we can't be about that anymore. It's about appreciating solid, good projects, using that energy to propel you and move forward to the next project or to the next goal that you have, to tie in with whatever positive stuff you got going on. That's it. Yeah, but see, this is the thing about the US and the whole thing about mining. Um, there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that's going on that just does not, that's why you can't always believe what you see or hear. You got to listen to what people are not saying, and people and what they're not telling you, and what they're not, it's like their actions say something different. Like the US is not really for, I mean, look what they did to Libra. They just decimated that project. Those two guys, those characters, the head of Calibra or whatever Libra Association, and Mark Zuckerberg got grilled in the congressional buildings. They got grilled this year. But behind the scenes, there was somewhere where I noticed that the U.S. supposedly is holding at least 10,000 BTC. 10,000. Bulgaria has the most so far from some kind of raid they've done a while ago. But you can't, Fidelity also. Didn't Fidelity expose or say that they have a mining farm that they're creating in or that they've built in Texas as well? Like, you can't always believe, because this is what it is. On the surface, they want to give you fear. They want to tell the world, no, listen, don't do this. And secretly, they're collecting what they're telling you not to get into. JP Morgan, Jamie, your boy Jamie Dimon or whatever, the head of Chase Manhattan Bank back in 2017, were discrediting Bitcoin. But all the while in Europe, JP Morgan was collecting Bitcoins. The same time he was saying that in the US for the people not to get Bitcoin, that Bitcoin is whatever it is, it's garbage, it's a waste, had the same sentiments like Warren Buffett. At the same time, he's collecting, or his company was collecting Bitcoins in Europe, in the UK, I believe. Like, what does that tell the common person, the regular person, like you and I, regular people, ordinary people? This is where the future is headed. The future is headed towards cryptocurrency, whether we like it or not. This is where things are headed, If the governments, if central banks and world leaders are acknowledging this fourth industrial revolution and cryptocurrency is involved in this, who are we to say no? Who are we to just let this just go by and not take a chance and at least learn about it or be aware? Cash App has a BTC function where you can obtain BTC or send BTC in Cash App. Not to mention all the other applications, Robinhood. Now I'm not sure if you can actually get the physical Bitcoin, but you can trade crypto in the Robinhood platform. The same with TD Ameritrade, I think. Like, these things are individuals, and you're talking about institutions. Look at Bakkt, CME with the futures and all of that. I mean, this is where it's headed. This is where it's headed. And when you're talking about something that's so scarce as Bitcoin, the scarcity, how people are so greedy, they have a stash, they have hundreds of thousands of coins held in their own possessions. You can call them a whale, you can call them market manipulators, whatever have you. But if they're accumulating by the day, by the second, all of these coins, what is that telling you? They're not using it to play Monopoly. They're not using it to fool around. These things are worth so much money as far as fiat. I mean, can you imagine when one Satoshi will reach $1 US parity, one Satoshi reaching $1 US. I don't know if we'll see that in our lifetime, but that'll mean that one Bitcoin, if the United States, if $1 reaches one Satoshi, parity, one Bitcoin will be equivalent of $100 million US. They say everybody has a price. They say everyone has a price, right? So those of us who believe in the technology and believe in Bitcoin and what it's about, those of us who want to say, yeah, let me get a piece of Bitcoin, let me get a fraction of Bitcoin, let me get a whole Bitcoin now while the getting is good, it's up to you to decide though, but is it at one point, are you going to decide to relinquish it for US dollars? Do you have a price? Or is this something you're going to hold forever? Or is this something you're going to pass down to your descendants, your great grandchildren? Who knows? But people have a price. People have their own, everyone has a price for something. Maybe a price for some people is just simple sacrifice. An elder told me today, which I thought I really, it kind of like, he spoke to my spirit. An elder told me today, he said, money isn't everything. This is an older gentleman. He told me, money isn't everything. He used to be very materialistic. He used to be very goal driven, and it was all about money for him, making money. But he said money isn't everything. And it just put things in a certain perspective, It put things in a certain perspective. What is our price? What's your price? You hold on to BTC, something that's going to be regarded as so precious that everyone in the world will not be able to acquire or to have at least one, much less acquire it. As it stands right now, I read a couple months ago that if everyone in the world were to have Bitcoin, they would only be able to have 0.001 or 0.003 Bitcoins for 7 billion people around the world to have it. And that's never going to happen. So imagine one. If you have one, don't say anything to anybody. Don't even tell people you have Bitcoin, man. That's how it is. So that's why it never made sense to me when people are showing on their dashboard what they have. That's why right now it's just going to be a time right now. Things are not going to be the way it is today. Not only is change permanent, but things are not going to be the way it is today at the cryptocurrency market and space. So we don't know what we have until we lose it. I mean that for real. As easy as it is now to just go onto something as simple as, let's say, Coinbase. If you're in the United States, you want to use Coinbase to purchase some Bitcoin. As easy as it is right now to buy one Bitcoin, you won't be able to do that at some point in the future. It just won't be able. It'll be virtually impossible if things should progress the way that people are forecasting. There we go with the predictions. There we go with the predictions again. Yeah, hold till it hits your price, right? Hold till it hits your price. And then, but the crazy thing is the dollar really going to have enough weight? Is the dollar... I read also somewhere, out of all the top currencies in the world, Bitcoin, and this was like 3 months ago where I read about this, out of all the top currencies in the nation, the number one, I forgot which the number one was, but it was the top 50 currencies in the nation. Bitcoin was number 8. And Bitcoin it's about to be 11 years old, going against all these other 50 currencies, and it's reached number 8. And Bitcoin hasn't even hit super mass adoption yet. So that should tell you something, folks. That should tell you something. I'm not saying go run out there and just knock somebody over to get some Bitcoin, but at least respect the information. Respect the information, man. Respect the power. You know what's crazy? Even today, and this is happening and it's still happening, you know, people are trying to send each other monies, right? They're trying to send each other monies. They're trying to use Western Union. They're trying to use, you know, these third party pay services, right? MoneyGram and this and that today, right? And oh, you know, I gotta send you this, but you know, it's like this big ordeal. You gotta jump through hurdles. You gotta first get permission from the bank to take a certain amount of money out. You can't just go to the bank and say, listen, I want 10,000. Give me my 10,000. It's your money, right? You can't just go to the bank today and say, listen, I want to just give me my 10,000. Nope, you got to sit down. You got to go through some kind of process. Some manager's probably going to talk to you, look at you, take your ID, information, do some fact finding, all there for you to take out your own money. And then once you finally get your bread, you finally get your money, you have to now, okay, now you got to go to this paying service, you know, whatever, Western Union, fill out this form. You walking around with all this cash on you that's losing value by the second, but that's another story. And you're just now, okay, now you want to send it, and hopefully it goes through, and all this, these hurdles. BTC makes it so convenient. That's why this is so disruptive. BTC makes it so convenient with no third party has to know anything. It's just you and the other person. Hence, i.e., peer to peer, person to person. Powerful stuff. Powerful stuff, man. Powerful stuff. But in the interim, why do we get caught up in our petty, insignificant, because in the grand scheme of things, a lot of things that we think are important to us, a lot of things that we think are something, is because we got hurt and we need to defend ourselves and blah, blah, blah in the crypto YouTube space. Man, that's petty. Leave it alone. There's so much advancement taking place out here in the real world. Focus on that. Focus on bringing that into our lives, right? Find out how we can really participate in great ways instead of just ignoring that and focusing on the insignificant minutia of pettiness. Man, I'm waiting for this index decentralized exchange to come out on the Ethereum blockchain from the Gandhiji.io project. Why? Because that's emphasizing peer-to-peer interactions, peer-to-peer transactions from crypto to fiat. Powerful stuff. This is why I have to respect projects like that, because this is what it's about. This is what it's modeling what BTC is about. And it's affording people an opportunity, those who are unbanked, those who have zero resources, those who are oppressed throughout the planet, who do not have access. They can have access. They can have access using crypto. Incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. What are we doing? What do we do? So you continue, push forward, full steam ahead, full crypto steam ahead. That's it. Full crypto steam ahead. You fall, you lost some of your crypto. Guess what? You have another opportunity to reclaim it back for right now. For right now. You learn from the mistakes you made, and hopefully you don't repeat it again, and you keep pushing. You keep trucking. That's what it's about. Align yourself with people who, fair, decent, whatever, just live a good, productive, positive life. That's what it's about, man. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. I remember somebody was talking about NXPS, Pundi X, Holochain, even Redcoin. Like, there's like 4,000 cryptos. Recovery of BCC and BCCX, new sighting on 4 exchanges now. Look, as far as BitConnect, I was looking at BCC, I was looking at BCCX, or the paying attention to the stuff, the work that's being done as far as development. I can't say that I'm doing it every day, but I didn't know that they were on 4 exchanges, which is a plus. The community is trying to do, I guess, what whomever from BCC said that they were going to do, which is bring back value to the damn coin. So shout out to the community that's trying to do that. It's just much success to the community that's trying to reclaim the value back to BCC. Because BCC, for better or worse, has network effect. BCC right now is more decentralized than ever. It's fast. It has its similarities to Litecoin and Peercoin and different other scripts and stuff of that nature. I'm not too savvy with the language, but you can stake BCC. It's about developing some kind of use to reclaim that value. That's another coin. It'll only be 28 million ever produced or created. So it just has that daunting gray cloud over it. So it's going to take a while. And then, pending investigation with good old SEC, man. Pending investigation and seeing how that goes. So I saw a thing of BitConnect.io and this thing called blackbitcoin.org, and it's the BitConnect talk and this and that and this, but the original chain is still working, is still alive, and people are staking, and there's a community that's actively working to reclaim the value of what it once had. Man, that was crazy, man. BitConnect at one was 17 cents. Reached up to like 450 something dollars. Woo! Sitting pretty at that time, but now it's a different time. We're in 2019, and there's other types of things going on. There's been a bunch of new changes, new development taking place in other projects, and more to come. And we'll see what the new year also has to bring. Anybody going to participate in the proof of keys thing this coming year, January 3rd? If you hold your crypto on these exchanges, especially BTC, proof of keys, you relinquish your Bitcoin from the exchanges and you put them back in your possession to prove that you have what you say that you have. Some people believe that's not enough. Some people think that you should also run a node, to verify that you have these coins, because who's to say that you really have the BTC? So it's so much involved with this thing. It's so much involved. Hang on one second. Hold on one second. Yeah, where was I? Where was I? Wow, 36 minutes. Whew. 36 minutes already flew by, man. I ramble a lot. I noticed that. I talk. Sometimes I'd like to keep my videos down to a certain minute or a certain minute. That's compulsive OCD type stuff. But I try to keep my videos within a certain time frame and it never works out. Ever. Ever. You know. I remember when what? I don't know what I'm talking about. Something, and you know, some of these hypes, what's it saying? You know, Coin Market Cap, I mean, I guess that's a good thing that BCCX is on Coin Market Cap and one more exchange is needed to list BCC, but I remember when Coin Market Cap did something real shady to BCC, and that kind of like put a. I mean, I looked at them kind of strange after that. I really did. I'm gonna tell you what. I don't know if you remember, Kenny, but when BCC reached number 6 in 2017, it reached number 6 because they had reached, I guess, over $2 billion in market cap. So it outdid Dash. I think that same day, or if not the next day, something happened behind the scenes, supposedly that the people from Dash communicated with CoinMarketCap, complaining about how BCC and their whole okay, he's coming. Whew, sorry about that. What was I saying? So Dash, out of nowhere, had CoinMarketCap changed the listing for BTC, and BTC dropped from 2 BTCs. Supposedly their numbers, they complained about how, you know, whatever the the market cap value for BTC wasn't real, and and whatever, they had to look at some other numbers. So 500 million was the real number, and it made them drop all the way back down to like the 20s or something like that. I remember that was crazy. And so I look at coin market cap like, nah, yeah, I mean, this, you know, yeah, whatever. So it's cool. I mean, you know, CoinMarketCap is the most, I guess, maybe the most watched out of all the listings. Maybe. Who knows? But that's good. You know, hey, bringing the awareness back. Slow nickel beats a fast dime, you know. The engine that could. So, what's the word? Yeah, you know, anything y'all want to talk about? Yeah, it's the most watched. It's the most watched, but CoinMarketCap be doing some questionable stuff too. Some real questionable stuff. If they could get on a Dex, well, I think they were on a Dex already. Crypto Bridge from the BitShares project. I think they were on a Dex, but you know, yeah, man, yeah, man. So you know, it's another day in the life of, you know, crypto heads, man. Crypto's highly addicting. Highly. Once you're in it, you can't get out of it just that easy, man. You got to break it off cold turkey, and then you feel like a simp, or like just, oh no. It's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same. Especially when everything turns around and you see the market is green again, and you're like, oh God, I gotta jump back into, for real. For real, I tell you. Yeah, but the same like right now, like the space is small, man. The whole Bitcoin community, sure, there's not many people interacting with crypto like there will be. I'm gonna keep a positive attitude and be optimistic and say that there will be a large, massive level of adoption that will take place at some point. We don't know when, but at some point. So right now, consider ourselves blessed to be involved. Consider ourselves blessed, man. Life-changing stuff right here, man. Potential for it. I don't like to talk about the past because, be stuck in the past is it's not easy to, move forward in the future. So it's not cool. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. Good stuff. Good stuff. AI, artificial intelligence, machine learning, of course, coding, all the technological advances that are taking place that comprise so much of this fourth industrial revolution. We have to be the players in it. We have to be the players. Yeah, that's all you can do. Kenny is stake. Right now, that's all you can do is keep staking. But what I find interesting, why would blackbitcoin.org want the BCC? That's the key. That's what it is, Why would they want that? If BCC is so trash, like many people rightfully so will claim it is. But those who know, they know this thing is up. And you know what else? What also I think is working too? Quiet as kept. And those people abandoned that project. Devor, believe it or not, that blockchain is still, I think it's still working. I think you can still stake coins in Devor. Crazy. But a thing like BCC, you gotta keep staking it. That's all you can do. But staking, see, they were ahead of their time, I think, too, because look at how Ethereum talking about staking, and staking is a thing. Staking is a thing. In Gandhiji, if you interact with the Gandhiji project, you're staking. You're staking Ethereum. Sure, it's an hourglass, yada, yada, yada. But you're amassing pieces of Ethereum by the day. By the day. So that's staking. And imagine when Ethereum finally, Ethereum, when you finally get your stuff together and we're able to do what it is that we need to do and stake. If you're in IND, you're already staking. So when the Ethereum 2.0 really launches in truth, and then that staking, man, it's opportunity upon opportunity upon opportunity. Can you believe that? Through staking. Imagine if BTC could stake. Faucets. At one point, people were able to mine BTC off their laptop. I guess the hash became too difficult. But in the beginning, they were mining BTC off their laptops. The laptop. I used to think BTC was garbage. Like, why are you talking to me about BTC? A person that I used to work with who's since retired talked to me about BTC and said, look, it's the wave of the future. An older lady. God bless all the elders in the world. Another person who told me about BTC. It wasn't some young person. Oh, let me just share this before I leave. So, a young person, well, first of all, my former colleague who since retired told me about BTC. Bless her heart, she knew what she was talking about. Because when she talked to me about it in 2015, I didn't pay any attention. I was a fool for that. Big mistake. But fast forward to now. I had a conversation with these technical guys, these IT guys, young guys. And they told me, well, I asked them, hey, what do you think about Bitcoin? What's your view on it? What do you think? You know what they told me? They said it's too late to get into Bitcoin. They said Bitcoin is $30,000 today. They said anyone who would get into Bitcoin right now is a fool. Two guys, the head of IT, one was like the director and the other one was like the co-director. Oh, Bitcoin's 30K? Oh. Too late to get in? Oh, okay. It's a waste of time. You can't do nothing with it. It's play money. Oh. Currency's going nowhere. Oh, okay. Libra is better. They said Libra is going to be better. Oh, my. I said, you know what? All right. I ended the conversation and I kept it moving. It just goes to show you. You can't believe everything people tell you. You have to do your own investigation, your own research, looking into your own projects on your own. Like, do the legwork. Because if you listen to people, you will be led astray. You will be called astray and be led astray. Facts all day. All day. Bitcoin has never reached 30K yet. Yet is a key word. It has the power of scarcity on its side. It has the power of immutability on its side. It's permissionless, borderless. The list goes on. Decentralized, everything goes on with that. So it sounds to reason that at some point, when the demand increases and because the supply is fixed, what do you think is going to happen? People will pay more for it. But don't go by what I'm saying. Do your own, and I repeat again, do your own due diligence. All right? So then you'll be comfortable with whatever calculated decisions you make. And you'll be comfortable with minimizing levels of risk that exist. All right? Because this is incredibly volatile and incredibly risky. You know. It is what it is. We see it all the time. People lose, people win. But if you're smart, and you've done your work on your own, Young Provo, what's up, man? Young Provo, Utah, man. I'm gonna call, ever since, they called you that on DOC, man, that just stayed with me, man. Young Provo, Utah. I know you're getting ready for DOC. DOC, Drunk on Crypto. For those who are interested, Drunk on Crypto is a show that comes on regularly on Fridays. And they also have Drunk on Monopoly. Young Provo is one of the members. Oh, I'm chilling, brother. I'm chilling, man. It's Friday, man. It's Friday. Like any other day. Blessed. Doing it is what it do. But again, look, I'm plugging Drunk on Crypto. These guys, it gets crazy, man. This is not for the faint of heart. These types of conversations these guys have is completely X-rated. But not X-rated in the sense of, just pornographic stuff. We talking about, these guys, they go at each other's necks. It's fun, it's hilarious, it's crazy. Look, man. Check out Drunk on Crypto. Check out Drunk on Crypto. It's usually on Friday nights. I don't have the link, so I can't put it in the description at this point. But you could Google it, those who are interested, put Drunk on Crypto. And then be fully entertained. Are you not entertained? Oh, man, don't feel down, man. I know what it's like to feel down because we're human. But don't feel down, man. Don't feel down. Why are you feeling down today, man? The market's red, we know. But that's opportunity, bro. That's opportunity to get your hands, if you're able to do it, man. Throw your little ones in there, man. Make something happen, man. It's opportunity, man. Saint, man, what's good, bro? What's good? But it's opportunity. Don't feel down, Provo. Don't feel down. I hope you feeling down has nothing to do with crypto. I hope it's something that you can take care of outside of crypto, and that everything is going to work out for you. But if it's involving crypto, man, another hour you'll find another opportunity and you can win, man. Don't, man, please. Don't take crypto. Look, man. I say this, look. It's hard because I've lost. And I had to look at myself every day like, you lost, bro. And it was an opportunity for me to make a change. That's how I learned. We're going to keep losing. But that's how you learn. That's how you gain. That's how you win. It's when I lose, I win. That's how I had to really live it different. Look at it differently. It's an opportunity to take something as a lesson and say, okay, you know what? We're gonna do this different. It's monopoly money, absolutely, man. You can't touch this intangible stuff. I'm gonna create a new untangible, man. You can't touch this untangible, ignorant stuff. You can't touch it. So why cry over something you can't touch? You can't even touch the fiat that you invested in, you put into the exchange to get your crypto. You couldn't touch it. It's not that you went and you said, listen, Mr. Cash Person, I have the cash in my hand, and could you give me this hard crypto? No. Learn from your mistakes, man. And try not to repeat them over and over again. Unless that's your thing. No disrespect. But some people like drama. Some people like to lose. Or maybe not like to lose, but they just enable themselves over and over and over again. You know, some people like that shit. Some people like it. I know I don't. It don't feel good. It doesn't feel good, man. It doesn't feel good. You know how much brain power we look. Whoever created this whole thing with BTC, you see what they created? They created a phenomenon that has its life of its own that no one could shut. Yo, this is crazy. So who are we to be like, yo, no, this and that, milling around, they're fighting for pieces of cheese, and then what are we doing? Who are we to do that, man? Who are we to do that? Just look, X out the problems out of your life. Exit out. You can't save everybody. You know how many people I stopped talking to regarding crypto? You know how many people I stopped talking to regarding crypto, man? I used to talk to people about crypto. They looked at me like a blank stare. I don't know if y'all could see me, because my technological issues. So you don't talk to these same people anymore. But guess what? In April and May, it was, hey. I see Bitcoin. No, don't talk to me about no Bitcoin now, man. Don't you should have talked to. No, don't talk to me about Bitcoin. I don't care if the market just went up 4x. I was telling you about it when look. Oh yeah. Hey, no. Because 2, 3, 4 years from now, it's gonna be the same talk, and by then, you would have established. We, not you, but we, are gonna be fully established, fully well-versed, well-knowledgeable in this space where we can push the right buttons, do what it is that we do, and live our lives accordingly. And be sitting pretty, puffing on cigars, if that's your thing, rolling on the Oogie Boogie, if that's your thing, sipping on whatever, elixirs you like, That's what we're gonna do. Enjoying life. That's what it's about. Enjoying life. Not, get caught up in man, let me tell you, man. Because in the grand scheme of things, man, don't feel bad. Look, Look, man, at this time next year, this is what I tell people in my actual, you know, outside of my crypto life. And this thing is like kind of, this is all part of my life. This is an aspect of my life. This crypto life is an aspect of my life. I feel like I walk around with 3, 4, 5 different hats every day. And crypto's one of them. No, I'm not going to say that. Young Pro, hold on. I'm feeling the small. We got already has split into even smaller cliques where each project is all trying to sabotage each other. Or one, and it's going to continue like that, bruh. Look, it's going to be like that. That's how it is even in the larger space. Look at how many blockchains there are. How many, you think Cardano gets along with VeChain? You know what I mean? I mean, I don't know if they do or don't. But you think Ethereum and Tron are rocking together? No, they're not. They're not. You know, look at BTC and Bcash and BSV and Bitcoin Pizza and Diamond and Kryman and Scryman and Triman. Like, it's going to continue like that, man. You just don't look. The eyes are on the prize, whatever that means to you. The eyes are on the prize. We're going to make it. It's true. As long as we don't leave or abandon the blockchain. Do not abandon the blockchain. If we abandon the blockchain, we abandon our opportunity to become sovereign or exercise our sovereignty. Period. We abandon the blockchain. We abandon our ability to be our own private bankers. We abandon the blockchain. We abandon the opportunity to exercise permissionless, borderless, censorship-resistant transactions. That's on us. That's on us. If you have people who haven't abandoned BTC or the blockchain for 11 years, that says something. That says something. Because as time goes by and as the network becomes stronger, each day that goes by, the network, the blockchain network, as far as BTC, even Ethereum, becomes stronger and stronger and stronger by the second. The community should also expand by the second. But, you know, it's probably going to take its time. It's going to have a little lagging period here and there, people with the infighting. But when that washes away, who's going to be standing? The ones who saw, the ones who see the truth now. Just like those who saw it 11 years ago, who still see it now. Us today, we are fortunate, extremely fortunate, to see what's to come and be part of this market right now, ahead of the curve. Ahead of the curve. That wave is going to come and push us even more, catapult us even further out. Even further. And we'll be winning. And we're going to take everyone who's with us. So it's down with the naysayers. It's down with feeling bad, bruh. I know how it is to feel bad. Trust me, I do, man. I've lost crypto like you wouldn't even believe. I mean, everyone has a story. That's the thing. Everyone has a story. Everyone has a story. Everyone has issues. Everyone can share something crazy that happened to them in crypto. But that's how you learn. That's how you know you're an active participant. You're like, yo, yeah, I learned this and that. And we could show others. We can be the protectors by way of showing our loved ones, listen, do this X, Y, and Z. Do this to the T, you won't lose, to prevent further losses. And that's all I'm saying. That's all I've been trying to say and advocate for, you know? That's all I'm saying. Because the mindset, like what we have, we don't know what we have until we lose it. It's so precious. But that's why I think, you know, the creator, that this right here, this is something that people, human beings can't say no to as far as shutting it down, because it's decentralized. There's no one central body that governs the Bitcoin blockchain. For example, can't shut it down, man. Maybe AI. That's another subject, man. We keep talking this AI stuff because that's what it is, right? All right? Math, numbers. We keep talking this AI stuff, man. I had a conversation with my wife about this. You know, at some point, if we're not careful, We're gonna have to battle some artificial intelligence. We're gonna, like, Frankenstein created a monster. But that's down the line, man. Hopefully that's not in our lifetime. Hopefully that's centuries from now. But the way we going, everything is moving so fast. AI, artificial intelligence, this and that. Man, it feels good. Let me tell you something, right? It feels good. I got my debit card. I got, oh man, I got no ones on me. I got no fiat. I got no, oh, I can eat today because I left some, And then you go and you do your 1, 2, and boom. And I'm eating my little lunch off of the backs of mathematics, formulaic expressions, cryptocurrency. And I didn't need to ask nobody for anything. I didn't need to walk into any ATM. Excuse me, Mr. Manager, bank manager, can I just withdraw my money? Oh, you're going to give me a hard time withdrawing my money? That's kind of effed up. Oh, I have no choice. I got to really go through this freaking third degree. No, not with crypto. Let me read the chat. Sometimes I forget my strategy with crypto. I'm a holler BTC. I'm trying to play the long game. I guess I'm annoyed because of the drop in price, but didn't realize that we are really ahead of the game. Yeah, absolutely. We ahead of the game, bro. We are ahead of the game. We are ahead of the game. We are ahead of the game, bro. Don't worry about it. We are ahead. To hodl is to ignore short-term. Look, if you have a long-term view, who cares about what's going on today? Tomorrow. In fact, I'm telling you, if you have the ability, they say now's the time to buy. What did your boy Warren Buffett do back when in 87 during the black market, Black Monday crash? Man, people were jumping out the window. They were jumping out the window. And you know what your boy Buffett did? Warren Buffett back in 1987, October 19th, 1987. I remember this day like it was, I remember it. 1987. He bought $50,000 worth of Coca-Cola shares for like a period of a month each day after October 19th. Today, you know how much, I think every 3 months, he's getting like $200 million US in dividends from that ownership he has in Coca-Cola. $200 million in dividends because the Coca-Cola price tanked, stock tanked, and he knew what Coca-Cola was as far as an undervalued company and took advantage. Right now, we're in the red. We're in the red in the market, in BTC, in the market in general. Yo, whatever you like, you get your little ones up. I'm sorry, people. I'm getting text messages. You get your opportunity. And you pull the trigger. If you can. It's opportunity when you see red and you got a little bit of what they call it, dry powder. What these financial aficionados call this opportunity. They have dry powder. That means they got their little cash on deck and they see opportunity. Oh, imagine if Amazon was $1. Woo! You just boom, you buy it. Opportunity. Google, $1. Imagine BTC. Freak all that. Freak about stuff. It's about crypto thoughts, not equities, not stocks, bonds, blah, blah, blah. Even though, I try to make correlations. But the crypto game, it's opportunity, man. It's opportunity. And I know, man, the hollering, the thing is, look, man. You're not alone, Provo. You're not alone, Saint. We're not alone. We are not alone. We're gonna win today. Just hold on strong. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to really, really keep our eyes on the prize, man. Keep our eyes on the prize. Erase all the BS. We could be entertained. Are you not entertained? We could be entertained. But erase the BS. Talk the things, them. This is what we doing, man. We talking the real. This is opportunity. We should get on our horns and go. This is what it is. Listen, I got 2% on my janky phone. Much love to y'all. I'm gonna try to get on DOC, maybe not, or at least watch. But shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all for being the individuals you are. For real. You guys also give me inspiration to do the work that I'm doing by way of making videos and talking my talk as far as crypto. Much blessings to you, Saint. Much blessings to you, Young Provo, the whole DOC crew, the whole cryptocurrency crew that knows what it is to be genuine and to really remain steadfast in keeping their eyes on the prize.